Alright, we are in the forward stairwell elevator bank on deck 11. I'm going to show you how to get to the studios. So if we hang a right here, we'll head into the cabins hallway. Then we'll hang a left. Studios. We're going to be touring cabin 11553, studio cabin on Norwegian Breakaway. Alright, so we are inside the cabin. Again, this is cabin 11553 studio. Alright, just looking at the door, we have, of course, the necessary safety information. Handing over a couple buttons here. Of course, kind of self-explanatory here. Do not disturb and make up room. Have the thermostat on the wall here, and then if we pan down, we have the primary light switch and source of power for the room. So insert your ship card in there and that will keep the lights on for you. As soon as we take it off, they give you a couple second delay, so you better be ready to go or be able to slide it back in pretty quick. There's also a light over here for the shower bathroom area. And as we continue on, speaking of which, here's the shower. Also some storage kind of on the left hand side here. We'll get there. The shower is in the room with the studios. It's pretty decent size. Of course comes with shower gel and shampoo. There is a clothesline up there in the corner as well should you need it. And then behind the shower is a big mirror. Hello. And then over here, we have a little throne room. The toilet is separated from the rest of the room, and there is a fan in there as well. So good to know. I do love how they utilize the space in these rooms, as they are pretty small, as you'll see in a minute, but the space is utilized very well. We have our first set of storage here. Of course, we got some towels. Some more storage. And there's just another towel that I'm using down here, but that could be used for storage as well. And then this little drawer down here is your trash can, and this is a soft close, so just push that closed like so. Moving over, here is your sink. And they do give you a glass as well if you do need to use that for, I guess, a drink or rinse your mouth out. But basically for something for the sink. Of course, another mirror. Below the sink, we do have cabinet space for some more storage. I've got my shoes down here. I should say my port and formal shoes. Yeah, they're kind of just thrown in there. Alright, and then as we come up, we have our first closet. Plenty of hanging space. And there are, of course, a few empty hangers. And then just some shelving down below. Move on over here to the desk and TV. You can store some stuff on the same stand as the remote. I'll put my camera and watch up there. a desk, and a little mini bar. Now, since this is a mini bar, just bear in mind these items do cost you to crack them open, so it's gonna give you an idea here. And then of course a little stool down here for the desk. Now, one thing with the stool, you can definitely utilize the storage very well. So we'll slide this out here. Then you can pop the cover of the stool off, and as you see, I've got my backpack stashed in there. So, good place for a backpack. They do fit. Kick that back under there. Every day you'll get your freestyle daily, which will tell you the happenings of the day. Today is Costa Maya. I will be heading to shore soon. There's a light switch over here on the desk, as well as a plug. Actually, technically two plugs, one for European, one for US. That will turn on a light above the desk, as well as a light above the sink. It does actually light up pretty well, kind of handy in the morning. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come back over to the door here. I'm going to turn that light off. And I'm going to turn that light off. So, if you're waking up in the morning, and you don't want to blind yourself with the overhead lights right away, here's an option. But there is also another option as well, which we'll show you in just a second. We turn back around and get the lights on here. Right, we'll leave the shower light off. We'll need to turn that one back on. In the back corner here you have your phone, as well as the room service and mini bar menu and pricing, and into some other varying information. We also have our separate closets, which again has plenty of hanging space. I've been using this one just for formal-ish attire. It also comes with the safe, and then there's some storage space off to the side over there too. There's another shelf down below, oops, as you can see. So plenty of storage space in the room, and if these two closets and the one below the sink weren't enough, you do also have this one up here that gives you a little bit of extra space. As you can see, I've got my hat hanging out up here, as well as some souvenirs that I've already purchased. Alright, so I've gone ahead and moved back to the front of the room. As you can see, we're looking at the shower and sink area. If we pan back over this way, we have the bed and some information. There's some information above the bed as well. Now, like I said before, if when you're waking up in the morning, you don't want to go blinded overhead, and you do not want to turn the lights on right away, one thing you can quickly do from your bed is you do have your window here. And pop this open. This window kind of looks out into the hallway. I mean, obviously you can't really see anything out there, and nobody can see in either, but it does give you some light. Just handy. So we'll move back to the front of the room from about right here. And this kind of gives you a good overall look at this side of the room. If you do want to close the blinds, there's a little knob over here that if you turn it, close the blinds in varying directions. I just leave mine open. It lets the light come in. And like I said, no one can see in. So this will give you an idea. And this is about as bright as in the room. Now, it probably looks pretty dark on camera, but trust me, when you're first waking up in the morning, this does help. especially when it's closed up at night. Alright, so this has been a look at a studio cabin, cabin 11553. Next I'm going to take you down to the studio lounge. We're going to take a look at the lounging space if you're in a studio. Alright, so now we're going to go to the studio lounge. I'm going to go ahead and grab my backpack, because after this we are headed to Mexico. Okay, I'll suit up. And if you were wondering what this literature on the bed was, sorry about that camera strap decided I wanted to get in the shot. Alright, so literature on the bed, we're not going to pay any attention to because we're going to think happy thoughts. This is about the end of the cruise. Well, we're going to just put that out of sight and out of mind for now because, yeah, we're thinking happy thoughts. We're still on vacation. One other thing I didn't show you before, pop that on to make it easier. There's a little shelf under the mirror here. I'm using that for storage for sandals. So we will grab the key card out of the slot. Give it a second here. And there you go. The lights are now out. Power has been taken from the room. Let's head on out. And then coming back out this way down the corridor. Turning right out of my room. To the left, we have the exit out to the main corridor. To the right, we have the studio lounge. Welcome message. Another door to the lounge. And then if we head down the stairs here, we'll get into the main lounge.
Hello.
Hello. Alright. So over here we have a wine station. And then we have the bar. And some lounging space kind of scattered around. And then as we continue around the bar, we have a washy-washy station. And then we have coffee. And some simple snacks. And then over here on the whiteboard, we have some sign-ups. Now because of where we are in the cruise, there's only one left. But you can sign up for dinner, and of course skip the big top. Some disembarkation information on this TV. We're going to keep going. This has been a look at the studio lounge. The lounge itself is on deck 10. We came in from deck 11, of course upstairs. There are entrances on both decks. It's depending on where your studio is and which one's easier to get to. Alright, but from the studio lounge, this has been a look at the studio section of this ship. Studio cabin 11553 and the studio lounge. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to ring the bell to stay up to date with my latest adventures. Till next time, this is Matt signing off. Have a good one.